Welcome, crypto fam, to No One Daily Bitcoin Pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest technical analysis as we just had a flash crash to 94, but recovered right back above 97,000. Also, breaking news: Wyoming Highway Patrol Association to buy Bitcoin and self-custody, meaning law enforcement associations, are here for the biddy. And quoting Max Kaiser, GME putting $5 billion into Bitcoin will be another major milestone in the global Bitcoin treasury revolution, pioneered by Saylor and MicroStrategy, now known as Strategy B. We'll also be discussing breaking news: 114 billion Van Eck. Matthew Siegel says the demand from the 20 U.S. Bitcoin reserve bills could see the states buy over 242,787 Bitcoin. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin's average acquisition cost hits 40,900, record high in 2024, as well as Japanese mobile gaming firm Gummy looking to accumulate $6.5 million worth of the biddy. And speaking of Japanese companies, we also have Metaplanet exploding 3,575% in a year amid their Bitcoin accumulation. Also, Trump's WLFI launches macro strategy fund for the biddy, Ether, and alts. Also, breaking news: Bitcoin price is likely to reach the bull scenario of 1.5 million as per Cathie Wood of ARK Invest. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much more in today's show. If you're new to the stream, important to smash the likes, go ahead, subscribe, then hit that bell icon, turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto newsletters every single day, just like this. Today is pod episode 1903. I'm your host, JV. It's February 12, 2025. Happy hump day. Bitcoin mass volatility. We were all the way down to 94 this morning, and we're right back at 97.5, up over 22 hundo on the day. Taking a look at Coin 360, you can see the bulk of the market back in the green after yesterday. The majority of the market was in the red. Bitcoin up 2% on the day, trading above 97,400 at the time of the live. We have Ether up 3%, trading just shy of 27 hundo, and BNB is a big gainer, up 10.5%, trading just shy of $700. And checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap is sitting at 3.2 trillion. Bitcoin market cap 1.93 trillion. As far as volume, we got 124 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours, with the Bitcoin dominance at 60.1% and the Ether dominance hanging on at 10.1%. Checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours, we got PancakeSwap up 40%. Followed by Sonic up 23%, followed by BNB up 11%. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for the bull? Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the day. As you can see, bulk of the market back in the green. We love to see it like this. Safe to say 90 over 10, green over red. Zooming out on the monthly, unfortunately, this always humbles us. Majority of the market, Rec City, as far as the alts are concerned, 30, 40, 50% losses over the course of the past month. And checking out the Crypto Greed Inter Index today, we're back in fear, rated 46. Yesterday, 47. Last week of 54, and last month, 61 in greed. Ultimately, the higher this number goes, the more likely of a correction. We have a lot to run up from here, which is a good bullish sign in my opinion. And checking out the time chain calendar. We're currently on block number 883,457. We have 166,543 blocks until the halving of 2028. And you currently exchange one fiat monopoly dollar for 1,027 sats. So stack the sats, put down the gats, pick up some Bitcoin caps from my boy Sergio at bitcoincaps.net. And long live the king. All hail the biddy. Pretty little biddy going up. Just like that. Let's dive into today's technical analysis, aka astrology for the broskies, shall we? So yeah. Also be pulling up some of the live charts. Bitcoin price sees 94 dip as crypto retreats on US CPI overshoot, but obviously as we're at right now, we recovered quite well and we're back in the green, but more volatility ahead. Bitcoin dipped below 95, February 12th Wall Street open as US inflation data beat estimates across the board. Here you can see on the 1 hour chart. TradingView showed new local lows of 94 Gs over on Bitstamp. The January print of the CPI was higher than expected on both the monthly and yearly timeframes. Data from the US Bureau of Labor Statistics confirmed the CPI rose 0.5% last month, a conspicuous 0.2% more than anticipated. The year-on-year increase was 3% versus a forecast of 2.9%. Quoting the Kabisi letter here, headline CPI inflation is up 4 straight months and core CPI is officially back on the rise again. Inflation is the U.S. It's hot. They also said this officially marks the highest CPI inflation regarding since June of 2024. Even more concerningly, headline CPI inflation rose 0.5% month on month, a massive jump. Rate cuts cuts will be delayed even further. The latest estimates from the CME Group FedWatch tool shows bets on the Fed cutting interest rates next meeting in March dropping sharply to only 2.5%. That's right. Traders additionally lowered the likelihood of cuts coming in the first half of the year instead of favoring October as the next date for policy easing, quoting the Kabisi letter again. From there, the market does not see another rate cut until December of 2026. The market effectively sees higher rates for years to come amid the recent data shifts. So here we have Bitcoin at a critical juncture. Sku Analytics says stacked bids were filled in this sell-off thus far. Could see an attempt to force a bounce later in the day. So expect more of the volatility. And of course, analysts are all going to be tagging different types of targets. Another one wrote here, while I currently lean towards the yellow scenario, confirmation of a bottom or failed breakdown is still needed to adopt that view. With confidence, I personally feel the bottom is in and we must go up. And before I pull up some of the live charts, some breaking news. Wyoming Highway Patrol, I ain't talking about the Dog Patrol, a Dog Patrol Association to buy the Bitcoin in the self-custody. The law enforcement associations are here to stack the biddy. And a very powerful quote just shared from Max Keiser. As you can see, the GME founder or CEO just met with Michael Saylor. What do you think they're discussing as Saylor is rocking the Bitcoin infamous shirt? Well, Max wrote, GME that's GameStop, putting $5 billion into Bitcoin would be another major milestone in the global treasury revolution pioneered by Saylor and MicroStrategy as the hash wars, which Max Keiser coined, continues around the world. Game theory. Send it. And also breaking news, $114 billion asset management giant VanEck, Matthew Siegel, says the demand from the 20 U.S. Bitcoin reserve bills, the state adoption, could see the states here in the United States buy over 242,787 Bitcoin. And that doesn't include what if Trump signed the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Act to accumulate 1 million Bitcoin, add it to the balance sheet. Send it. Pretty little bitty going up. Supply shock, only a matter of time as the supply continues to dwindle on the exchanges. Also, Fed Chairman Jay Powell, we don't want to get in the way of banks serving perfectly legal Bitcoin and crypto customers. So move and get out of the way and let the banks do what the banks are going to do. Bitcoin-backed loans, Bitcoin custody. Send it. And let's freaking get it. And pulling up some of the live charts, a little live chart action, Jackson, satisfaction for the broskies. Let's see how the charts are reacting right now. Live and in the flesh. This is via TradingView via Coinbase. This is a 1 hour chart, very bullish. We have a red target on your screen in play of 104. Send it. We also have a blue bull target sitting at 106, which would take us 3,000 shy. A price discovery currently sitting at 109.3. And zooming out from the 1 hour, we'll check out the 4 hour. The 4 hour says it's going up forever, JV. You have a target sitting at 130,000. That's the bull orange target. We also have the red target, bullish 103.9. Let me know if you feel we'll likely hit these 4 hour targets here likely soon, as we're in February, a very bullish month historically for the biddy. And zooming out on the daily. Survey says we're going up forever, Laura. Rising wedge formation sensation, bullish green candle back in the green on the day, and that's with the 94,000 little correction. Rejection, because we're back pumping and thumping. How do you like that? And zooming out from the daily, here's the 1 week chart, broskies. Very bullish. You can see 124,000 cup and handle target still there. I love it. And zooming out from the weekly, we'll check out the monthly. The monthly says February thus far in the red, but it's very early yet. We have more than half the month yet to go to finish bullish in the green and hit these 124, 130 targets. Price discovery in play. But you let me know your thoughts, Biddy fan. But anyways, next story of the day. Headline here reads, Bitcoin's average acquisition cost hit 40,900 record high in 2024. That's right. Bitcoin's aggregate cost basis, the key metric measuring the original value of the Bitcoin holdings, reached the all-time high of 40,980. Let me know if your average price is above or below 40,980. And this was at the end of 2024, according to ARK Invest's Big Ideas report. And speaking of ARK Invest, you know our feature story of the day. Stay tuned. Cathie Wood projecting we most likely hit her bull scenario for ARK Invest of 1.5 million. I'll be breaking down the timeline for you. Stick around. The Bitcoin cost basis saw an 86% increase during the past year, reaching a record 40,980 per biddy, or 811 billion in total, according to the report. Some investors view the aggregate cost metric as an indicator of Bitcoin's fair value of the long term, which may emerge as a crucial support level during the next bitty bull market. Now, analysts including Adam Back, the OG himself, co-founder of Blockstream, some say Satoshi, says that Bitcoin's floor price has already surpassed the 40,000 mark, making it a significant level of support. Some metrics suggest that Bitcoin's floor price is near 44 Gs, including the 200-week moving average, which is a popular technical indicator used to determine the long-term market trends by removing the daily volatility. Bitcoin's 200-week moving average reached roughly 44,000 on my birthday yesterday, February 11th, as Bitcoin traded above 95,740, and we're currently approaching 98 Gs, and it's only a pit stop price discovery on the way. This key indicator crossed the 40,000 psychological mark October 18th, according to Adam. The Bitcoin 200-week moving average, effectively the Bitcoin floor up only price, crossed 40 Gs. You can view it as roughly the Bitcoin floor price without the volatility, at least historically. Now, speaking of the short term, Bitcoin's price remains vulnerable to the economic indicators, including January's U.S. CPI data, which we touched upon a little earlier in the stream. Quoting an analyst here, a higher than expected reading may shift the investor focus back to the rate hikes, affecting the Bitcoin near-term trajectory. Elsewhere, Japan's January PPI, Germany's January inflation data, and the suite of the UK indicators will offer further clues for the market's direction. The stage is set for the week, where both bullish potential and volatility remain in play. Well, volatility, as a wise man named Sailor once said, is life force. Embrace it, and let's enter Bitcoin Super Saiyan level 3, just like Goku. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know your average cost basis for the bitty. Above 40, below 40, holla. Keep the comments flowing. Next story of the day, broskies. A company I've never heard of before. Japanese mobile gaming firm Gummy looking to accumulate $6.5 million worth of Bitcoin. And then we'll be discussing Metaplanet, which is another Japanese company, has been following the Sailor put and absolutely crushing it. The Japanese mobile gaming firm Gummy plans to, and let me know if you ever heard of this one, plans to accumulate more than $6.5 million worth of Bitcoin as part of the new corporate strategy. A translated announcement from the gaming company indicates the firm will invest 1 billion yen, equivalent to $6.5 million USD, between now and May to acquire the bitty. Gummy had already expanded into the blockchain gaming sector and node operation. The firm plans to use the Bitcoin as security collateral for other blockchains, and it plans to invest some surplus funds into Bitcoin for staking on the Babylon protocol. Gummy isn't the only Japanese company buying the bitty. Metaplanet, which we'll dive into deeper later, the Tokyo-based investment firm, which has been absolutely crushing it. But I just wanted to point that out because Japan is absolutely, stacking Bitcoin, their companies at least, and only a matter of time before their central bank or whomever in the government of Japan says we need to sign a strategic Bitcoin reserve as the game theory continues in full effect. Well, let's continue with the news, fam. We still have a lot to share. Speaking of Japanese companies, we discussed the new one, Gummy. Well, let's discuss now Metaplanet. Their stock literally exploded over 3,500% a year just because the bitty accumulation. That's right. Japanese hotel investment firm Metaplanet, the Japanese MicroStrategy, witnessed its stock explode a staggering 3,575% in the past year as it launched an aggressive Bitcoin accumulation strategy. Metaplanet gobbled it up, 1,762 BTC, and became the best performing stock worldwide, quoting them here. By year end 2024, our Bitcoin holdings were 14x our market cap in April, a pace unmatched by any public company. Metaplanet is now Asia's largest public Bitcoin holder and a top 15 holder globally. Our ongoing ability to access capital markets efficiently translates directly into the bitty per share growth, ensuring every yen raised increases our Bitcoin reserves. In Q4, we launched Bitcoin Income Generation, a structured capital efficient program that monetizes Bitcoin volatility through option premiums without touching our cold storage reserves, which is 1,762 BTC. This strategy leverages newly raised capital and excess collateral, generating sustainable revenue to strengthen our balance sheet and accelerate Bitcoin accumulation. Metaplanet holds the 15th largest Bitcoin corporate treasury in the world, according to BitcoinTreasuries.net. And of course, Strategy B, formerly known as MicroStrategy, will be number one by far. The Japanese firm aims to acquire 10,000 bitty by the end of this year and 21,000 bitty by the end of 2026. That's a hell of a target. Metaplanet also continues to operate a Tokyo hotel. When I go to Tokyo and visit Japan for the first time, where do you think I'm going? I'm going to the Metaplanet Tokyo Hotel because they embrace the bitty. I support them. If you want people to support your company, put Bitcoin on the balance sheet. It'll probably likely blow up. There's like 200 million cyber hornets, Bitcoin hodlers around the world looking to support you. We support one another. Why are we talking about them right now? The only reason they put Bitcoin on the balance sheet. Now we talk about them virtually every day. So I can't wait for the rebrand for the Bitcoin Hotel. If I'm going to stay at a hotel, it's going to be the Bitcoin Hotel. Facts. But yeah, let me know if you guys ever been to Japan. I'm looking forward to going now. Now let's discuss next story. Trump WLFI, World Liberty Financial, that stands for. They're about to launch a macro strategy fund for Bitcoin, Ether, and altcoins, according to this source. So let's break this down, and then we'll dive into Cathie Wood's 1.5 million projection, which she feels is the most likely scenario, her bull scenario. But first, U.S. President Trump's blockchain platform launched a strategic reserve fund to back the growth of some of the biggest cryptocurrencies. Trump's World Liberty Financial, WLFI, decentralized finance platform, unveiled the macro strategy fund for the Bitty, Ether, and other cryptos at the forefront of the reshaping of global finance, according to the February 11th announcement on my B-Day. The fund aims to strengthen those projects and expand their roles in the evolving financial ecosystem. Quoting them here, together, we're building a legacy that bridges the worlds of traditional and decentralized finance, setting new standards for the industry. The fund aims to enhance stability by diversifying the platform's holdings across the spectrum of tokenized assets to ensure a resilient financial system and to invest in emerging opportunities within the DeFi landscape, as per the official announcement from WLFI over on X. It also says the purpose of the macro strategy will serve as a robust financial backbone for WLFI to enable us to enhance stability, diversify our holdings across the spectrum of tokenized assets, and mitigate market volatility and ensure a resilient financial ecosystem. The announcement comes 3 weeks after widespread speculation about the Trump family launching a giant business of on Ethereum. According to Joseph Lubin, co-founder of Ethereum and founder of Consensus, that's not going to be a good look. Based on what I'm aware of, the Trump family will build one or more giant businesses on Ethereum, said Lubin. The Trump administration will do what is good for the USA. I don't know if that's really good for the USA. You guys let me know your thoughts. And that will evolve ETH. Interesting. Lubin suggested that Trump admin might eventually integrate Ethereum tech into the government activities. Oh boy. Similar to the current use of internet protocols, the Trump family DeFi platform will also be working towards more partnerships with traditional financial institutions, according to the announcement, which states, in alignment with our mission to bridge traditional financial, finance and decentralized finance, we're actively engaging with esteemed financial institutions to contribute tokenized assets to our reserve. It added that TradFi institutions partnering with WLFI's new fund will gain public blockchain visibility and innovative marketing opportunity. WLFI is set to release a comprehensive protocol for the macro strategy fund on the governance forum shortly. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's institutional adoption continues as the University of Austin is set to raise a first of its kind Bitcoin fund worth over $5 million as part of the institution's $200 million endowment fund. And if you don't know, now you know. What are your thoughts on WLFI and the U.S. government using or choosing Ethereum to build their financial landscape on? I find that very sus personally, but I want to know your thoughts and I'll read them out loud. Now for our feature story of the day, Bitcoin price likely to reach the bull scenario of $1.5 million by 2030, according to ARK Invest CEO, the one and only Cathie Wood. Always up to no good. Cathie, where you at? Bitcoin chances of reaching 1.5 million are improving as institutional investors increase their exposure to digital assets, according to the ARK Invest CEO, Cathie Wood. Bitcoin has been trading under the key 100,000 level since February 4th, after investor sentiment was pressured by global trade war concerns following the new import tariffs announced by the U.S. and China. And right now, we're back above 97 Gs, only 3,000 away from the hundo. Despite the temporary market slump, the Bitcoin odds of surpassing 1.5 million per BTC have continued to increase, according to the one and only Cathie Wood, quoting her here from a new video. Many people know us for our Bitcoin bull case, 1.5 million, she said. And she also shared, we actually think the odds have gone up that our bull case will be the right number because of what is becoming the institutionalization of the new asset class. Remember, she had a bear scenario, a base case, and a bull scenario. And she says as time is going by, she's doubling down on the bull scenario. And she did it on my birthday on February 11th. That's an 11/11. That's a divine omen. She also says many institutional investors are now looking at the Biddy and thinking they need to add it to the asset allocation because its return and risk profile looks so much different from all the other assets in their profiles. Optimistic price predictions from investment giants such as Wood's ARK Invest may invite more institutional confidence for the Biddy. And as you can see here, an increasing number of the public companies now holding the Bitcoin. 74 public companies now hold Bitcoin on their balance sheet. The value on corporate balance sheets quintupled during the past year, from $11 billion in 2023 to $55 billion. And you can see MicroStrategy leading the pack, Marathon Digital, one of the miners, another miner, Riot Platforms, Hut 8, Tesla, which just announced having over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, Coinbase, CleanSpark, Block, Bitcoin Group, and Boya International. Continued institutional ETF adoption may bolster the Biddy price because institutions hold large numbers of capital that can move the crypto markets. Bitcoin's price is on pace to reach the 1.5 million bull scenario case by 2030, according to the ARK Invest Big Ideas 2025 report that was recently published. And here you can see, here's the tail of the tape. 2030 Bitcoin price target. You can see the bear case is 300,000, pretty similar to my bear case this cycle of 222. Base case 710,000, and then the bull scenario, and this is all by 2030, $1.5 million. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. And a potential rally to 1.5 million would assume the Biddy realizes an average compound annual growth rate of 58% during the next 5 years, which is what the initials of the CAC or the CAGR show you. 21% on the bear case, 40% on the base case, and we have 58% for the bull scenario. Still, ARK Invest based the numbers of a 40% CAGR for the Biddy, which could mean 710,000 per Bitcoin by 2030. And here are the price target assumptions outlined right here in the chart. Let me know which you're leaning more towards. I'm leaning towards the bull scenario as well, especially by 2030, because that's not this halving, it's the following. So obviously the next halving will be in 2028. So in ARK's bear case, Bitcoin would see a 21% CAGR to 300 Gs by 2030. In my humble opinion, that's extremely bearish. That would be the following cycle. However, Bitcoin's upside will be limited to the near term until it performs a decisive break above 100 Gs. I think we'll be right back above 100 Gs in no time here in February. Let me know your thoughts. Current all-time high is 109.3, achieved January 20th, inauguration day. Traders are increasingly expecting a break above 100 Gs. A failure to breach could lead to short-term selling pressure towards 95, while a successful move might push the price towards the next resistance at approximately 106.5. Investors are also hoping to see a potential Bitcoin rally driven by the supply shock with only 2.5 million Bitcoin left on the crypto. That's what I'm saying. We're going to get a supply shock. It's inevitable. When that happens, super cycle in play. Hyperinflation in play. Super Bitcoinization. Bitcoin Super Saiyan in play. Bitcoin Super Saiyan. Bitcoin indicator. We're going up forever. Nippinator's giving it to us right now as he's sniffing the paw. When he scratches and then does the sniff and goes back to the scratch, to the sniff, to the scratch, it don't get more bullish. That's all I got to say. It took me years to realize most blockchains were just vaporware with promises. But let me know your thoughts, fam, regarding Cathie Wood's bull scenario. Do you think we most likely hit her bull scenario by 2030? Yay, nay? Holla at your boy. I'm going to read your comments out loud. Welcome, everyone, to the Q&A segment of the live stream. We're live and in the flesh. 1,600 people here. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. We're going to play some music videos. We're going to kick it with a Famalam, and we're going to flip this mofo into a pump watch, and we're going to watch the pretty little Biddy going up, jamming out to some Chandy Jams back above 100 Gs. Nippinator is showing off the gonads. Take that, Warren Buffett. Those gonads are for you.